Hey, what's going on? This is Dan. In this video, we're going to talk about the mission, vision, and goals and objectives for your company, and then also something called the ideal self. And so that's what this video is all about. And why this is important is because if you're just getting into business or you're entering a new business that's maybe been established for a long time, this is one of the first places that you want to start and analyze to see if the company and its goals are aligned with the mission and vision of the company. Oftentimes, you might have things that are just completely chaotic and nobody really is clear with what the goals are. And so this kind of brings everybody together and it's a good starting point. And if you're just starting a business, it's really important to think about these things because then it gives you a goal to work towards. Then you know what success looks like. I think what part of the problem is that people don't take the time to even know what success is going to look like or what it should look like for them. And so then they're in a constant state of misery, or they're not happy with where they're at, but they don't even know where they want to go. So that's what this video is all about, and just kind of breaking down what the vision and mission statement are, the goals, getting aligned with that, and then also more or less just talking about the ideal self and what that looks like, and creating your personal mission and vision statement, which 99% of people do not have. So mission and vision and goals, what all this stuff is, it's a clear vision, mission, and set of goals that are the foundation for any successful organization. These core elements define the organization's purpose, direction, and desired outcomes, guiding decision-making and inspiring employees and stakeholders. And so you can see right here, mission is the what, it's getting the strategy, the vision is the support, and the why, and the how is kind of the culture. And I would argue that the mission is also the what and the how. So what is a vision statement? A vision statement describes the organization's aspirational future state, what it hopes to achieve or become. An effective vision is inspiring, ambitious, and long-term, painting a picture of the organization's ideal future. The vision statement is really just answering the question, why the company exists. What is it supposed to look like? If it's in its complete, and finished state, what would that look like? What is a mission statement? A mission statement guides its day-to-day operations and strategic decisions. The mission statement answers the question of what goals it's going to pursue and how the company is going to achieve its goals. So the importance of mission and vision statement, it's just give you clarity, making sure that everybody else is aligned with it, some motivation, and then strategic decision-making purposes. So defining organizational goals, it's just very specific, achievable, relevant, time-bound, having some type of time period associated with it. Aligning goals with vision and mission. So it's really important that everything that you're trying to do as far as your goals are, they're aligning with the mission and vision of the company. And then what is the difference between goals and objectives? So here's really the difference. Move that out of the way. Is goals are going to be at the macro level. So that's that 30,000 foot view. And it's the overall intended direction that the company is going to go. And then objectives are going to be at the micro level. And it's going to be the exact steps to reach those goals. And so it's the exact tasks that you have to do. It's more precise. And usually those could be in smaller teams where goals for the company are going to include the whole entire division, department, the overall company as a whole. And it gives you that general outcome. So the goals are they're broad in scope, and then objectives are going to be more narrow in scope and more specific. So that's the difference right there. And so it's like you're going to have to make and achieve objectives to reach your goals. And then communicating vision, mission, and goals. So it's visibility. That's where most people drop the ball, is they don't even make it visible. So the whole entire team doesn't know what the goals or the mission and vision, the core values. They don't know what any of that stuff is because nobody talks about it. That's the engagement component of it. And then accountability. Nobody's held accountable for when they're not in alignment with the mission and vision. That's why all these things are really important, because the idea is that leadership can step out and the company is going to be able to continue to move forward because they're going to know how to answer and make hard decisions based off of the mission and vision. So then review and updating. This is basically just like, this isn't, you create the mission and vision and then it's done. This is something there's an iteration process here. You're going to continue to reassess, adapt to it, and then refine. You're going to continue to make it better and better, at least on an annual basis. As more people enter the organization or the company, this is something that you're going to definitely want to do, is look at the mission and vision of your company and speak about it often and talk about it and get input from your team. And then here's the last part, is personal vision, mission, goals, and ideal self. And this is a little bit of homework that I really encourage you to do. It's create your own personal vision and mission statement. Now that you know what they are, we've gone through the definitions, and you can look it up more in detail or get better ideas. But crafting your own personal mission and vision statement, nobody does that. And then people wonder why, they wake up and they wonder why they're in the position that they're in. It's because they didn't set any type of target to reach. And that's the same thing with your goals and objectives. It's like, you don't write those things down, then how do you know what success looks like? And the last thing, and this is what really nobody does, is craft your ideal story. Your ideal self story. It's like, who do you want to be in the next 5 years? Who's that person that you want to become in the next 5 years? Your ideal self. What do they look like? If everything was moving perfect, and you were achieving all your goals, what does that person look like? What do they do? How much money do they make? Where do they live? How do they talk? How do they treat other people? How do they treat themselves? What kind of clothes do they wear? Those are the questions that, if you take the time to answer with all this stuff, and then you revisit it on a daily basis. Like what I do is I have it in my notes on my iPhone right here, right? So I got my iPhone, and in my notes, I have all this stuff written down. And so during my workout, it's also kind of my self-meditation when I'm on the cardio. I read through my mission statement, my vision statement, my goals, and my ideal self story every single day. And because of that, I'm able to determine if I'm in alignment with my goals, because I also self-reflect on the previous day. Hey, did I do anything that would jeopardize getting out of alignment, basically? And if you do this, like I said, 99% of people do not have their own personal vision and mission statement, and then they wonder why they are lost and don't know their purpose in life. If you don't know what your purpose in life is, your purpose is to become the best version of yourself. And I believe it's through the 5 tenets of faith, family, fitness, financial literacy, and your friends, your network of people. Those are the areas that you become the best that you possibly can. You try to master those areas, because they're the areas you also cannot delegate to other people. Those are things that you must do. And so that's really where I would start if you're feeling lost. And then over time, once you get right and you're prepared, when the opportunity comes, you're going to be in a position to be able to take hold of it and to actually capitalize on that opportunity for whatever that purpose or great thing is that's coming to you in your life. So hopefully this is helpful. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.